Listen, I want to move on here. Let's go to the lightning round. Who's up and who's down this week, Morgan?
Who's up this week? Democrats in the General Assembly, the three-judge panel who we've been following, who is looking at the redistricting case that sits before the federal three-judge panel, hired a special master yesterday. They have not ruled on the case yet to say there's going to be new districts drawn or they're going to throw out the General Assembly's recently redrawn districts. But everybody, legal scholars believe and legal followers believe that by appointing a special master ahead of the time, they're essentially feathering their nest to say, we're going to throw these out. So that means better districts for Democrats.
Expand on a special master for us.
So a special master is somebody who is not either a Democrat or a Republican, that is an academic from Stanford, who would come in and look at the law and advise the three judges on how to redraw the districts in a way that achieves all of the goals the three judges have laid out.
Okay. Who's up and who's down this week?
I was laughing because my up is the term special master, which many people in North Carolina have never heard of, but it actually is used quite a bit in the courts. And this particular special master, Nate Persily of Stanford Law School, has been a special master in redistricting cases several times, including for Connecticut and New York in recent years. My who's down is Jeff Flake, the senator from Arizona, and not necessarily for what he said, because I think he said what he believed when he announced that he was not running again. But the reason I think he's down is that within the Republican caucus, he didn't have a lot of people saying the same thing. Many of them were basically saying, good riddance.
Well, it's hard to complain if you're not in the arena, really. I mean, if you want to complain about Trump, stay in the arena. Who's up and who's down this week, Jonah?
Who's up? Amazon. They have every city kind of chomping at the bits to try and get them. They have every city giving them incentives to try and get HQ2, not to be confused with HB2, headquarters 2. And they also are now thinking about getting into the pharmaceuticals market, which would just expand their empire and would also really throw a wrench, maybe in a good way, into the drug market. Who or what is down? Halloween costumes. They are expensive and they somehow are controversial. Every costume seems to have a debate. Is this appropriate? Is this not? You can't go as a Disney princess. If you're a Catwoman, you're, offensive to dogs. I don't know. Everything is just, why?
I'd skip the expense if I were you.
Yeah, of course.
Who's up and who's down?
So my up is Andrew Murray. He is the district attorney for Mecklenburg County. His nomination is moving through the Senate right now. His nomination was really pushed by our senators Tillis and Burr. It looks like he may be on the U.S. attorney for the Western District of North Carolina. So I think it's a good move. He's still got another hurdle to cross.